where the news never stops. LBC News.
It is 10:46 now. You're listening to LBC News. Changes to police vetting come into force today as part of efforts to improve confidence in policing. It means that officers who fail background checks can now be automatically dismissed. The reforms follow concerns that unfit officers have remained in the service despite being unfit to serve. Let's bring in Tiff, Lynch, the acting national chair of the Police Federation. They represent rank and file police officers. Thanks very much for joining us today. Your thoughts then on today's changes?
Yes, thank you very much for the invite. The Police Federation of England and Wales, we're unequivocal that there's no place in policing for those officers that betray the oath and undermine public trust. And we are supportive of the reforms that are being brought in, stronger, strengthening, vetting reforms. And forces have a lot of catching up to do, as you mentioned, officers that are there in waiting for these new vetting regulations to come into play. But what sits behind these regulations that have come in are the guidance. And as yet, we're waiting to see what that guidance is. We're in consultation with the Home Office and government on that. We don't expect that to actually come into play until the summer. So we're still in unknown territory. But yes, we are supportive of vetting reforms, but we need to make clear that they are used to rid officers who are not fit to be in the service, but also that we don't risk victimisation and unfair treatment of good, honest, decent cops.
OK, how would that work in practice? What sort of concerns would you have and what clarity would you need in that guidance?
It's all about the process and the application of how chief constables are going to be applying the regulations. And at the moment, because we haven't got that clear guidance to support and assist forces, but also to support and assist ourselves in the representation of our members, of how these regulations are to be applied. And there are a number of concerns and representations that we will obviously work through with the Home Office on how that guidance looks. But we have to wait to see what that is before we can actually consult on it. OK,
so in principle then, an officer fails a background check, they can be automatically dismissed. Are you satisfied with that? You're happy with that?
We would want clear evidence. Policing is all about investigation. It's all about gathering evidence. And we would want to ensure that the officer has advanced disclosure, has the ability to reply to the allegations that are being made against them, but also to have that right to appeal. And that appeal is crucial for us. We need fair, transparent process, and we need independence in this process so that the officer can feel secure and sound in knowledge that they've been given due process.
We know that this is all about improving trust in the police. Tell us from your perspective how badly that has been damaged by a number of quite high-profile cases over the last couple of years.
Absolutely. And the trust in the police is also internal within the police service. As I said earlier, my colleagues do not want to work alongside police officers that are not fit to swear the oath. And we need to ensure that the processes are fit for the future. And this is a process that has been a long time coming. We need to get it right so that mistakes do not happen moving forward, so that the public and the officers that serve and the staff that serve feel safe.
I want to get your reaction to another story that we've had today. I'm not sure if you heard this a few minutes ago, but an exclusive investigation that we've had, some analysis of a number of assaults, physical assaults on public sector workers, frontline workers in Britain. One being attacked every 2 minutes in Britain. This is including the likes of police officers, but also doctors, nurses, teachers being assaulted, punched, kicked, verbally abused and threatened with weapons. We all know that policing can be a dangerous job. But this is something you must sadly see on a very regular basis.
We do, and we've spoken on this subject a number of times, and sadly it's not getting any better or any easier for our officers that are going out there, performing a role, a job that is like no other, and with the expectation that they should be going home, but also an expectation that they may not make it home. An assault on any public sector worker should not happen. And anybody who does assault a public service worker and my colleagues should face the full force of the law.
And do you think they do at the moment?
Unfortunately not. We see some very, very clear, good sentencing on a number of assaults, but I would say that the courts could do better, and we would like to see stronger sentences. Strong sentences send out a message, and it's a deterrent message, and that is something that needs to be equipped for the courts to show the support to our police officers that are doing a really, really hard but very, very good job out there.